up, you bunch of tankers? What's going on? Space Bandits back in the house. I don't know for how long, but I'm back in the house. And guess what? I have a new map for you. Believe it or not. I got this map a few times when I played last time. And today I'm going to show you some incredible position, actually. Positions, shall I say. So, I have two games for you guys. The first one is from the east spawn. And the second one is from the west spawn. So you can see exactly what I'm doing on this map. So I think I got this map a total of 4 times when I played last time. And I found myself absolutely spectacular position. Now, for those of you that are experienced, this is very, very aggressive position. And you might get pushed. Because you'll see in the second game, it was close to happening. That I was almost getting pushed. But I had many TDs protecting me from behind. That's why I didn't get pushed. Anyway, this cross here. So, okay, first of all, my goal is to go straight to where the bridge is. Right, to see what's happening here. That was my... When I looked at the map, I was like, this is where I want to be. Right here, central position. But it has to be a position that I'm protected. I cannot be just exposed from every angle. But look at what this position does. See that? I just spotted that heavy tank. And I'm going to try to farm over here. Now, I had no idea that I would have view range all the way here. Although, looking at the mini-map, you should be expecting that. But at that point in time, I wasn't looking at the map. And I was like, oh shit, I spotted that guy. May as well load my heat rounds so we can get some damage here. So that's what we're going to do. Now, as you see here, the opposing team light tanks are pushing already. And this beef trekker, thief breaker, whatever, commits suicide. GG, mate. Well, one less tank to worry about. So, that's a good thing. But we got distracted for a moment because of this light tank and the T-54. I notice he's here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to just use this ridgeline in front of me We're gonna play hold down, put some shells into him. And we're gonna punish him. There we go. There's another freaking YOLO. Those freaking machine gun trolls. Bro, they're everywhere. And they're just YOLOing those tanks like there's no tomorrow. It's crazy. That's one thing I did not enjoy, I gotta say. I don't know why freaking Wargaming released that thing. But this video is not about that, so I'm not gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about this map. Now we have E75 customers, so we're gonna put some shells into him. And what we're doing is we're literally just under the bridge. We have view range to that corridor in the middle from here, and that's where these guys are not aware. Maybe when the map is in rotation a little bit longer, players will start paying attention to this and they won't be doing what they're doing right now. But at this point, the map is new and you guys should be utilizing this position as much as possible because it's a good position. It's farm grounds as far as I'm concerned right now. So we're gonna hang around here and just paying attention to the map, making sure that we're not getting YOLO'd like we did earlier in the game. But looks like the opposition push is stopped, so we're just gonna continue doing the same thing. We're gonna chew health off of this E75, putting heat shells into his top plate this time around, I think. He tried to blind shoot me there, but yeah, sorry, but I'm not spotted right now, so yeah. Anyway, getting into this position is safe, but a little bit tricky because once you pass the middle area, like once you come across from like F9 to G7, if there are tanks in the middle, they'll spot you. So in this game, it did not happen. But in the game that I was showing in the intro, it did happen. I had to stop my tank a couple times and try to understand what is spotting me. So I realized that going through the middle, or kind of cutting close to the middle, you can actually get spotted by the tanks that are already in the middle. Now there's plenty of cover there. There's like a bunker there and there's something else on the way. I can't remember what it was, but you can literally stop behind those buildings and lose your spot before you actually get here. And maybe get some shots of damage at the same time on the heavy tanks that are crossing into the port area where there's constant battle going on. But at this point in time, as you notice there, like we pushed aggressively this area here. And we were able to pretty much dispatch of the opposition. There wasn't a heavy push, and my team did a good job pushing that area while I was farming away. And now I'm just after damage at this point. My game is going pretty good so far, sitting at about 4.5k damage. We can bring this total up much further. We know that there's no one on our behind because the south is pretty much taken almost, and these guys are busy over there. So we just have to worry about someone sitting on the left side. But at this point, I'm not spotting anyone. I am not spotted, so I'm just going directly for that Jagdpanzer 100. I want some juicy damage there. So we're going to catch him from behind, and we're going to put some shells into his ass. And I don't think he's going to turn around because of all the greens that are in front of him. Now, one thing I did not anticipate is this Andre the Giant sitting right behind me right now. And I just realized that. But I'm like, okay, I have enough HP. I need to kill that big gun. So I'm like, I can't let that Jagdpanzer 100 turn around. So we're going to take care of him first. And I don't really care about Andre the Giant. He can put one more shell into me, I think, without killing me. So we're going to let him. But we take care of the Jagdpanzer 100. And then Andre gets taken out by our friendlies. And now we're sitting at almost 6k damage. And I'm like, dude, there's 3 tanks left. I might be able to hit 7k here. Maybe more. That was my thinking anyway. So we're gonna just be aggressive here. I don't care. Just go in the middle. If I get spotted and killed, so be it. I get spotted and killed. I'm a one-shot right now for pretty much anything. But damage is what matters here. So I'm like, let's get that extra damage. There, we spot the Death Star. And he's not looking my way. So I'm like, okay, I can get away with this. I guess not. I guess we can't get away with this. When I played on Saturday, people were good shots. I gotta say, they were hitting their shots, which is a bonus because it made a good game. We had some good games on a Saturday. Anyway, we got taken out, but we still finished with what, 6.3k damage. Quite a nice result. And what helped was that farming session on top of the hill with the bridges. That's why I strongly recommend it, at least at this time, because people are not aware and you can farm some of these heavy tanks in the port area. So we didn't finish on top for whatever reason. It was Emil 2 that finished on top, but we had very nice result on this map. And in my 3 or 4 games that I played on this map, I was getting results over 4K, which is quite incredible, to be honest. Alright, let's skip to the next game and see what I did over there. Alright, so now we are on the west spawn. And here we're gonna get ourselves into position J4, which is also close to that bridge. I was thinking to myself at a time, if I explored the bridge position on the opposite side, from the east side of the map, I was expecting to kind of find similar kind of result on this side of the map, because usually that's how maps are balanced, and that position was awesome. So I was thinking to myself, yeah, I'm gonna get myself in the same position. But before we do that, we want to explore some other areas. So I'm gonna actually, when I'm gonna do the drive-by here, I'm gonna go closer to the middle of the map, like the opposing team's players did when I was on the east side, to see if I can actually spot someone in the middle. But you'll see what happens. I'm not gonna be able to find anyone. Oh wait, I might have been able to find one tank. Yeah, I found one tank, I think. Regardless. So, one thing to keep in mind, guys, about these positions. They are very aggressive. Very aggressive. And when I played last time, I told myself, okay, let's seek something aggressive that I can try, right? So I didn't really care if I was gonna die or not in these situations, but I wanted to get myself somewhere where I can do some damage, right? And I chose this tank. I'm playing M48A2 because it has very good hold down capabilities, and you know, I can only poke out with my turret, play the ridge lines correctly the way you're supposed to play in this tank. It doesn't have a lot of armor, this thing, but it does the job on ridge lines, and the gun is fantastic, right? So there we go. We spotted someone, the medium tank, and he gets damaged by one of our tanks, one of our machine gunnies. And now we're gonna get away from here. I just wanted to see what I can spot. That's it. So now we're gonna go behind this bunker, and behind that bunker is where the position is, the position that I'm talking about. And I think, to be honest, I think on this side, this position is not as good as the other one, because the other one is steep and that rock protects you a lot better. You have rock and a bridge, but on this side you don't have anything else. You just have that rock in front of me. You can see it right there. So when I go on top of the ridgeline here, I think people in the middle have shots at me. But once you get up here, look at all the things that I spotted. And this guy, again, another freaking YOLO. These guys, like, they do it all the time and they get away with it. Look, no one's shooting him. That is crazy. That's absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane. I don't understand how these guys get away with this. Right? So usually the guys, and I get it. So probably people don't play up front as much anymore because they're afraid that these guys just gonna jump them, right? But I didn't give a shit at this point. I was like, wow, if he kills me, he kills me. I want to explore the map. I wanted to explore crazy positions like this. So I think I'm getting spotted here all the time. And you're gonna see in a split moment, my sixth sense is not gonna disappear for a while. And I'm wondering why here. And I'm pretty sure it's because someone on the left-hand side is targeting me. It must be that medium in the middle, right? So I'm assuming that there are shots here from the middle. So you have to be careful about that, at least on this side of the map. The other side seemed a bit safer to me. See, I can't lose that sixth sense. I don't understand why. And all of a sudden I lose it. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then these guys show up on my right-hand side. And I'm like, where's my team? Team, where are you? Why is no one shooting this guy? I bet you they're all in a bad position, man. And that is the thing. Guys, when you set up with your TDs and your... when you're sniping, I don't care if it's TDs or whatever. Set up in main corridor areas. Look at the corridors to see if anyone's poking around the hill. Obviously, look on top of the hill, but also take a look on the side of the hill. See if you have shots. If you don't have shots, that means you cannot cover the guy that's in front of you, that's doing all the spotting and putting his ass on a line, right? So yeah, keep that in mind. Anyway, I love this position here. As you can see, we spotted this Foch and we put a shell into him, but we're being cautious because I'm still worried. There it is. That's the guy. Yeah, that's the guy that was probably targeting me from the left-hand side. They will have shots into this position from the port area if they win it, right? So at the same time, we have shots there, so we can support them. And that's exactly what we did to support our team. That's why I like this position. I think it's amazing. Just be very careful when you play it, and don't be over aggressive as I'm gonna be in a split moment, because that was a stupid play. A little bit stupid, but you know what? It was so rewarding killing that T249. And I had a feeling that Foch wasn't looking this way because our team was already approaching and spilling outside of the port on the north side. So I took that chance. I could have died, but I didn't. So we're gonna be pushing. We're still gonna be pushing hard over here. So we had shots into this object 705. We put some shells into him, and now we're just gonna go full YOLO mode. We want to take out these guys and get the damage. Machine first, take him out because he's got the clip potential. Then we ram the tank. Maybe that we shouldn't ram because we lost a lot of HP there, and he puts a shell into us, leaving us on 34 HP. But still, we jammed our tank into his and we took care of business. Just like that. And at this point, I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm like, who cares? Whatever. I just wanted a big game. That's what I was thinking. I was almost 4,000 damage. Just let's not go in front of their guns. So I'm playing it smart. We're going to go on this ridge line, and this guy is not looking at us, so we're going to put a shell into his turret. I'm mindful that there's a TD, the Foch, on my right-hand side, but he's not spotted. So if he's not spotted, I'm just going to take my chances and keep firing at this guy. And now we're just going to go for it. And we're going to go around to the left side. So he's not expecting us coming this way. And he fired as well, so we should be able to take him out. And we do. And now we're going to take a breather. We're going to wait for our team. So this is when I actually started using my brain. I'm like, okay, let's not die over here. I'm sitting at 4.4k damage, and I could still, you know, maybe bring it up to like 6k or something. That's what I was thinking. 2 TDs, there's still some HP left on the board. I should be able to. Sturm Tiger, he's almost full health. So we're going to go after him right now. And we're going to let our team engage first. That's the idea. So he turns around, and then we can come from behind and put some shells into his ass. Now I don't have to be using heat rounds over here. I switched for that Soviet TD, the object, because the turret is hard to pen, but we don't need to be using them now. It doesn't matter. The game is over, and there's no sense switching shells at the moment. Unfortunately, Foch gets taken out. We don't even hit 5k, which is a little bit unfortunate, but this game was full of action, man. Like, this one was a little bit crazy because of firing angles and, you know, people pushing me, our team not kind of shooting them at the beginning. There was YOLOs. There was everything in this game. Anyway, guys, another class 1. I played 4 games on this map. I didn't get an ace, but I did get a couple of class 1s, and that's what I'm showing to you. Very good games, very good position. I hope you use it with care. Wishing you happy tanking. Until next time. Space Bandit, checking out.